Hello, I'm Aaron Marino from Alpha M, and I don't have to tell you, you know already how ultra competitive it is out there in the job and singles market. You also know that you never get a second chance to make that first impression, but nowadays, that first impression is coming long before you ever meet the individual due to social networking. Now, you don't even get the chance to dazzle them with your charming ass personality because they've already eliminated you for a potential date or a potential job simply based on the profile picture that you chose to use. And so I thought it'd be a good idea to talk about your social networking persona and the pictures you're using, tagging, and posting. Alright, so the first thing we're going to talk about today are the pictures you post of yourself and your food. We're also going to include pictures that you tag and are tagged in. Alright, so the Alpha M word of the day is discretion. Say it with me, people. Discretion. You need to start using it. You also need to start using it for your friends who have the uncanny ability to tag you in some unflattering situations. You need to use discretion when it comes to any picture that is of you on social media. Because as it turns out, social media is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's fun. It allows you to connect with long-lost friends, and more people are using it to network and look for jobs. And on the flip side, people are posting information and pictures about themselves and their friends for the world to see. And sometimes those unintended consequences are less than desirable. And I know that some of you are like, yo Alpha, I'm cool bro, my privacy settings are tight! And that's great, but you don't know what your friend's privacy settings are. And you hear it all the time, some girl all upset because she flashed her boobies, somebody snapped a picture, it's up on somebody's page, or tagged, or whatever, and it ends up on some porn site, right? And she's like, oh my god, I had no idea, my dad's gonna see it. Well yeah, he is gonna see it, so's the whole world. Next time, before you flash your boobs for a string of beads, you may want to read the fine print, genius. And who blocks their profile completely other than my psycho ex-girlfriend Janice? And if you see Janice or are friends with her, tell her I'm sorry about the cat. It was an accident. We were perfect. Besides, totally hiding or blocking your profile sort of defeats the whole purpose of social networking. And so if nothing else, you have a profile picture that is public that everybody can see. Alright, so now let's talk about that sexy ass profile picture and the message that it's sending. Alright, like we said in the beginning of the video, that first impression, people are forming opinions of you when they first meet you. But now it's happening long before they actually physically meet you. It's based solely on that picture, that image that you're projecting or presenting for them to get a picture, a snapshot of who you are. It might be a potential boyfriend or girlfriend, but it also may be an employer, and you only have one shot to get it right. Think of it like your personal brand. Everything has a brand. We as individuals are no different, and we need to make sure that your social media and social networking persona is in line with the brand that you are trying to present. 3 sites we're going to talk about are going to be MySpace, just kidding, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. The first site we're going to talk about is going to be LinkedIn. This profile picture, you need to look like you're going on a job interview because in most cases, it is. Shirt, tie, jacket are recommended. Pants are definitely optional. If you're wearing visible accessories, take them out. Your hair needs to be fixed, and I would err on the side of conservative. If you currently wear a spiky style, tone it down a little bit just for this picture. As far as facial hair, I would recommend shaving for the picture, but if you won't do it, if you don't want to do it, then make sure that you are groomed to polished perfection. I would say that Facebook and Twitter are about even as far as the professionalism of them. Now, you don't necessarily need to have a profile picture as dressy or as dressed up as your LinkedIn, but at the same time, you want to make sure that you are put together. Remember, all of your profiles need to be consistent. You can look like a schoolboy in LinkedIn, but then at Facebook, you're doing a keg stand, you fail. Consistency. It really comes down to being consistent. You take time and energy putting the best package you can to go face the world. Conquer the world. You need to put the same time and energy into developing a social media persona or presence. Don't just throw any old pic. You got to think about it. Every action that you have, every picture that you post has a consequence. You need to think it through before you post it. I really just want you to be successful, to achieve everything that you want to achieve. And I don't want anything standing in your way. And something as simple as a profile picture or a picture of you that is less than flattering needs to be addressed, because that could be the difference between you achieving and you not achieving. And I don't want you missing out on any opportunities. So gentlemen, I also don't want you to miss out on what I'm going to talk about next week. I'm going to share a little grooming secret, the best men's hairstyling product I have ever used. So make sure to tune in so you too can have bueno hair. And on a related and super awesome side note, I also found a website that might help you out in the profile picture selection. You got a picture that you love, but there's just something wrong with it. Well, now there's a place where you can go to get it fixed. The site is called Pictrix, and you upload a picture, it sends it off to some expert in Photoshop. They change what you want changed, and you can specify anything. They send it back to you. If you like it, you pay $5, you download it. Seriously. $5, and it comes back to you in 24 hours. But the site's cool. It's not just for profile pictures. Any pic, you got a picture where it's you and all your boys and everybody looks great except you because you're half blinking and it looks like you got a lazy eye. Or maybe you have a lazy eye. They can fix it. Just tell them, fix the lazy eye. You got a picture and that ex-girlfriend of you cheated with your boy and you're like, dude, you look awesome, but she's in it, you can get rid of it. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's so super cool. Here's some other examples of things they can do. Pictrix.com, super cool site, super cool company, link below.